Now let's not beat around the bush. 2022 was an awful year for cryptocurrency trading and investing for the majority. Those storm clouds, they were brewing early in the year. We've had things like Luna, FTX, and some other unsavory events that have just cast a shadow over the whole crypto complex, taken away the confidence, which is a very dangerous thing in the world of trading, and cast shadows and doubt over, whether it's still worth even being involved in. But from my experience, I still think you can earn a good turn from trading cryptocurrencies. But the days of the money printing presses, well, they've gone, I think, and you're going to have to, act and trade, invest in a very different manner. You've got to start thinking smart. You've got to put in the hard work. It's going to be different if you want to make money in this space. And that's what this guide is all about. I'm going to take you through what I think you need to do in 2023 to be making money in this space. Whether you're a beginner, struggling, experienced, there's always something to learn, a different angle to take. You need an edge, and just doing what you used to do in that space, I don't think it's going to work, and you're only going to, have it handed to you on a plate again, and I'm afraid it's going to turn nasty once more. So hopefully this guide can steer you through those pitfalls, find those new niches that you can focus in on to hopefully, like I say, make 2023 a great year for crypto trading. So with all that, let's get on with the guide. We've got to go all Bear Grylls like if we want to be a winner in the crypto world. We want to be a survivor. We've got to get down, dirty, nasty, smart thinking, work hard. Like I say, get outside the box. It's going to be uncomfortable, but we're going to become winners in 2023 in the cryptocurrency trading space. So first up, make volatility your friend. What do I mean by that? Well, cryptocurrencies, it's the most volatile market that you can trade. You might think Forex or something like that, but they're, the least volatile. It means that the prices move around massively, at a moment's notice, in different time frames, and it's very hard to then trade that market because of that volatility. There's other variables around it that we'll look at later that make it such a difficult thing to trade. But why make it your friend? Well, you've got to understand the volatility of these coins, assets that you're trading, and realize that actually they move massively every day. So this one's about not being greedy. You can create strategies around these volatility moves that just, scalp, take money out the market, and over a year turn a very nice return. So it's about understanding the price movement of the crypto assets that you're trading, what goes into moving those prices, making them volatile, and then studying the volatility and turning that into an actionable trading strategy and idea. And look, my tip is, scale it down, go smaller, take small volatility moves. It's going to make you, like I say, a nice return if you can be consistent over the longer term. Now, a lot of you have been sitting on positions that I would call long. That means you're only looking for the price of whatever you're trading to go up. A bit like your pension fund, you haven't got much control, and you're hoping, hodling, that the price of that asset is going to go up. But did you know you can go short? You can sell something before you've even bought it with the perspective of that price going down. You might think the asset is a load of rubbish and it's going to go one way only, and that is down. That's called going short. And you can quite easily do that now in the cryptocurrency space. So for those new to this concept, let's cover off a bit of terminology. Well, we can, if we have a bearish point of view, think that Bitcoin is going to fall heavily, well, we can sell it now and buy it back later at a lower price than what you sold it originally. Well, how does that work? Well, exchanges like Binance facilitate this long short mechanism. And just to cover off a bit more terminology, when I say bullish, I say the market is going up, the price of whatever is going up. If I say bearish, the price of whatever is going down. Now let's have a quick look at a simple example of going long and short so we can cement that idea. So the top example is about going long. You can see the diagram there. We've bought something at 60 right now. A few days later it's up at 100. We've made quite obviously 40 points of profit. Now going short, exactly the opposite. We now think from that 100 point it's going to go back down, so we can sell it now at the 100, and then maybe 2 days, a week, whatever later it's down at 60. 100 minus 60, we buy it back at that 60 price. We've made 40 profit. It's as simple as that. Now you're going to ask, well, how do I do that? Well, not all exchanges allow you to access this type of market, but those that allow you to trade futures can do. Now futures are a derivative product, and that's one of my next top tips. Get into derivatives, understand them, understand what futures are, because they're going to give you the mechanism to go short. So that's going to give you a whole load of new strategies that you can utilize, deploy to the downside when the markets are falling. Now you can also use options, but I think you've got to focus on futures to start with. And if you don't know what futures are, I've got a great video on the channel, guide to understanding and how to deploy futures. You can use them in all other markets, but we can now use them in crypto. So I suggest you go through that, understand that, and then take a look into, say, Binance and understand how they offer their futures contracts. And also another important point is trade liquidity. Look at those assets, crypto coins that are the most traded, the ones with the highest volume. They're the ones, you know, are easy to get in and out of. You're creating these faster, shorter strategies, then that's what you want to be looking at. The top 100 coins maybe, you know, and maybe just move away from those higher risk assets to create a consistent portfolio. So point 5 is really bringing together 1 to 4. Really, it's about, you know, finding strategies and understanding the volatility, liquidity, the types of products, markets you can use like futures, and changing, adjusting your time horizons accordingly. We don't need to be maybe hodling anymore. We can be down to taking small amounts quickly and applying those ideas that we've looked at in 1 to 4. Now that brings me nicely on to one of my favorite areas of crypto trading, automation. Now most of you think you need to be a big programmer to do this. I can tell you, no you don't. I can program, but you don't need to in crypto world. Now no one's faster than these machines, and if we can utilize these, we've got another edge, and we can take those quick time frames and turn them into an automated program very easily. And if we've got a busy lifestyle, jobs and etc., that we can't sit here watching screens, then this is a key area for you to get involved with, and it's probably one of my more profitable trading areas at the moment. And how can you do this? Well, there's many bits of software out there. At the moment, one of my favorites is 3 Commas, and like I say, it's easy to understand. I've got videos out there that you can check out to start getting into this space, but I can tell you it creates more consistency, discipline in your trading as well, and it's a new skill and a new way of trading. So I really think it's going to be one to get into in 23 to make those returns. Now this one also links into 6 about automation. It's learn technical analysis. Well, technical analysis is all about the charts, and I can tell you it's very, very popular in the world of automation. So if you can understand technical analysis, then you know you're going to get an edge in the automation world. But if you just want to use technical analysis on its own, it's a brilliant tool for coming up with forecasts, strategies, ideas, risk management, trade management, you know, many things to help aid your trading. And a lot of people overlook the risk management, trade management side of technical analysis. That's using things like Fibonacci and pivots, trend lines, etc., to create stop loss areas, for example, and just keep the money in your trading account. all very useful skills to have, and if you want somewhere to start learning about technical analysis, I've got another video for you, and you can, like I say, hit the channel and find it and get stuck in and learn a key skill in the world of cryptocurrencies. Now, this might sound very obvious, but do your homework. Don't rush in if it sounds too good to be true. Investigate, dig in, find out the reasons why. This is the fundamental research side of things. It's working out why things will work, how you will get your edge. Put it all down, put it into a trading plan. Like I said, thoroughly investigate, do your homework. Now, this one's all about keeping it real. It's about thinking more about what you're investing in. We talked about that in the last one, doing your homework. What do I mean by use cases? It's coins, projects in the crypto space that actually have a future, a use in the real world. Maybe it's financial services, VR, AI, all sorts of different ideas out there. Even coins you could think about, like tokens in sports clubs that we're seeing a lot of. They're very popular, but they have some use. A fan token, as they're called. Find ones that have uses. Do your homework, investigate. Maybe park those meme coins that we enjoyed so much over the last few years. I think they're going to be far more risky, far more dangerous to play, and there are so many other coins you can get into. So look for those use case coins out there. It's easy to do. Go onto some free websites like coinmarketcap.com, do your homework, and you'll find plenty to trade. Now, this one is for helping you do that homework. There is so much great free resource in the crypto market. I think better than a lot of the other markets, forex, commodities, stocks. It's all free and it's sitting there waiting for you to use. It's being put there and built there to encourage you to get into the crypto space. So why not take advantage? It's seriously going to help your analysis, strategy, design. And here's 5 free ones that I think are really, really useful. I'm afraid to say the crypto exchanges have really done us no favours in 2022. FTX, the big, second biggest exchange, just went bust due to fraud and just bad practices. And there are other exchanges out there that are particularly dicey, and you've got to be very careful with your money. You've got to test these exchanges out. How quickly can you get your money in and out? What about customer service, what they offer as a product? Is it mobile compatible? Whereabouts are they based? What about who runs the shop? Again, it's doing your homework. I'm afraid it's scary times in the exchange world, and who knows who could go bust next. There probably will be more to come in 23, so you've really got to do your due diligence on where you put your funds. Now, who am I using? Well, I'm using Binance, the biggest one, and eToro. I like eToro just because they are also a financial markets broker in other sectors and are regulated in that space, so I feel a bit more comfortable with them. Binance just because they're the biggest, and even they have had their issues in 2022, but I've tested them thoroughly. I've got reviews on the channel about those if you want to dig in further, but really it's about being cautious. And that also leads me on to my next point, which is around wallets. It's time to get friendly again, and this time with your wallets. You're going to have to be nimble in 2023 about being aware how to move your assets out of your exchange to your own wallets, to other exchanges, to other areas which can keep your coins, your assets safe. Now, not a lot of people realize that when these coins that you're trading are on the exchange, they don't belong to you, they belong to the exchange. You only own them once you've shifted them off that exchange. So understanding what wallets are, I think, especially for the new trader, and they do take some getting used to the whole process, and you need a bit of patience and again a bit of digging in, a bit of time spent on this subject, because in the long term it's going to really help you. When you see that exchange struggling, you want to get your stuff out quickly, move out, you want to know how to use and optimize the wallet. So what is a wallet? Well, there's very many different types. Now, these digital wallets are used to store your assets. Like I said, if you leave them on the exchange, you don't own the asset, and they're sort of like a wallet's sort of like a digital bank that you own. It's your storage facility, and it's going to allow you to move those assets around. And we've got two types of wallet that you're going to need to know about, and I use the Trust wallet, one out of these two. The hot wallets, they are digital wallets that are connected to the internet, apps for your phone like MetaMask or Trust wallet, and that's, like I said, the one that I use. And then we've got cold wallets. Imagine them sort of like a USB stick. They're your own physical way of storing assets. Companies like Trezor, I'll put links to these in the the description below this video, but that's a hard way of storing your assets. But the problem there is if you lose that physical storage solution and the code, the digital key that you need, then you're going to lose the whole lot. So there's pluses and minuses. This is why I say you've got to learn thoroughly about what these wallets are about. Now, there'll be wallets on the own exchanges as well that you can utilize, but I suggest you set up your own wallets, get your coins into there, move them around between exchanges as you see fit. And if you want to be ultra cautious, then maybe think about investing in a cold wallet. But the key here is get friendly and understand how these wallets work. It's for your own safety. The last two, know your edge and have a plan. Again, seem very obvious, but you'll be surprised how many people don't follow, those simple rules of trading. Now, before in crypto world, it was easy to maybe get away with not using these, but as I said at the beginning, things have got a lot tougher. So you've got to know your edge. What is your edge? Well, that's the mathematical advantage you have over the game, and it's why you will make or lose money. And you've got to realize why you have that edge. Is it you use a technical analysis strategy that gives you that winning edge? Is it a fundamental reason? Do you know the background into a crypto coin that others don't, that you can utilize and make profit from? It's really simple. It's like just knowing why you're in the game and knowing the anticipated results that you're going to get from your trading. If you don't know that, I advise you not to be in the crypto space. It's too dangerous. You're going to lose in the long term. Just following TikToks or Instagram posts on the best 5 favorite coins that they select, probably quite a dangerous way of doing your trading. So again, it links into all those other things we've looked at. It's doing your homework, and because you'll do your homework and you'll come up with strategies and ideas, that's going to give you your edge. And that links us into the last one about having a plan. Imagine going to your bank manager for a loan to start a business with no plan or ideas. He's not going to give you the money to start that business. Same in the world of trading. You've got to think before you actually even press that first buy or sell button. Why, the how, the who's, the what's, the where's, those type of questions you've got to be answering. You've got to put it down on a piece of paper, and like I say, you've got to treat it like a business. You've got to think about all the actions and all the inputs that go into making a winning business, a winning trading business in the crypto space. and it's going to allow discipline and consistency in your trading if you follow the rules that you lay out. You've got to give them a chance to work, you've got to measure them, you've got to act on it. It's performance analysis, like a sport, top sports star would do about their performance. They're constantly evaluating, and that's what you're going to need to do in the crypto space. It's got a lot harder, a lot tougher, and you've got to pull all these things together. If you don't, you're not going to win. It's as simple as that. So understand your edge, why you're in there for, whatever reason, to make the money. Know why you're going to win, and get it down in a plan and execute that plan, very thoroughly and very consistently. Now I can just hear the comments now. You're probably saying, well, Stephen, you haven't told me what crypto markets to trade. Well, I sort of have in those 14 points. I've told you how to save and protect your money, be wary of exchanges, and what really to focus on. And like I did say, you've got to do your homework. The days of having it handed to you on a plate in crypto world, I'd say, are over. You've got to put your own effort in to get out the reward that you want. But my tips all in there: using futures, looking for volatility, liquidity, certain types of asset. It's all in there. You've just got to get stuck in, put in the effort, think outside the box, and you should have a successful, safe trading 2023 in the world of cryptocurrency. So I wish you luck, and if you want to learn more about trading per se and all that comes from it, from psychology, risk management, trade management, strategy design, all of that lot, we've got it all on the YouTube channel. And I've got a great playlist that if you work your way from top to bottom, it's going to stand you in even better stead. And here it is now.